My name is Kim Marie Noll. We're an American family who moved to Korea in August of last year. Our son graduated in May of 2018. He spent his senior year at KIS. We had looked at several schools before choosing KIS, but we were very impressed with a number of features, including the full AP curriculum that's offered here. He was able to take the classes that he was most interested in. We were also impressed with the college counseling and support that the process began actually during his junior year once we chose KIS. The support there was fantastic and helped us transition very well. We were also very impressed and grateful for the warm welcome of the administration and staff, particularly as a new family with a son entering his senior year.
That's cool.
That made a big difference to us. The college counselor immediately worked with our family to get our son's schedule in place so that we knew that he was meeting all of his graduation requirements and also taking the most classes that would benefit him for his onward academic career at university. She also was fantastic in helping us work through the process. We don't have children who have gone to college before, so this was all new to us in terms of the testing requirements, the dates for those things, helping get letters of recommendation in place, all of those components that go into making a strong college application. We needed help through that process, and she guided us every step of the way. Within our first week on campus, we had an appointment with her to go through the colleges and the universities that he was considering, looking at which ones were the best match for him and his interests, providing a diverse portfolio of schools for him to look at. She walked us through the process every step of the way. We know that she also helped him personally, working through making sure that he had a good selection of letters of recommendation to be submitted, as well as making sure that his college essays were strong and that he was looking at suitable schools for his interests. And she made our transition so much easier. She made the decision to come here very clear with her proactive approach to taking time to work with our son, even while we were still in another country. They were emailing back and forth regarding his schedule, and then making sure that we were fully on board as a new family into even some of the steps that had been taken prior with the junior families. She made sure that we were up to speed as an incoming family, and we really appreciated that. It made such a difference for us. Also are very grateful that we've moved around the world. We've been in very different kinds of schools. We appreciated that our son had the opportunity to experience some American culture as well in his school. The sports banquets and the sports seasons and some of those opportunities were things that he hadn't experienced before. So we were grateful for those opportunities as well.
Yeah. So my name is Christian Noll. I'm a member of the class of 2018. I graduated in May. And this past year I've spent at KIS and transitioned here from Berlin in Germany. So this is my first and last year. But yeah, it's been a great year so far. Well, I guess it's finished now, but it's been a great year. I was a member of 3 different clubs, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, NHS, and also MUN. So I participated in those. I was also a member of the boys soccer team. And I've also tried to get involved in the community, even though this is my first year here. Academically, for example, math, it's not my strongest subject necessarily, but the teaching support that I've gotten from Mr. Robert, who's my calculus teacher, was very good. I was able to go in during the autonomous block and get a lot of help with the problems that I needed help with, or just extra help to help me perform well on the tests and also on the AP exam, which I took in May. The support from all teachers in all fields has been really good. They really care about you, and I think a nice benefit to the school is the autonomous block, which allows you to go in to get help. I spent it mostly doing calculus, but I also went into AP Bio just to kind of get some help on labs that I may not have understood during class time. So I think that's a very good feature of the school, something that really helped me out academically. And a challenge that I guess I've overcome was calculus and also just the transition here. Coming into a new school in a completely new continent, completely new environment is not easy, but you know, people here are very friendly. People here will reach out to you, they'll take care of you, they'll make sure you're okay. Particularly Miss Collins, who's my counselor, and also, as I mentioned before, you know, the teachers, Mr. Robert. All my teachers really have been really nice in helping me transition. So I think that the help I've received from the school and my teachers has really helped me overcome a difficult situation that really ended up being a really good year for me. So autonomous block is a 80-minute block, as all classes are. You have blocks from A to H, and then they're all 80 minutes. And autonomous block is one of those blocks. Mine was E block, and so you have 80 minutes twice a week, and then 45 minutes once a week on Friday. At least this year, I don't know if it's continuing next year, where it's practically, you know, free time, but it's designed to be used for academic help. So it's study hall, it's whatever you want it to be. And I think for me, the most useful thing was to go in for extra help in classes that I was struggling in, places or classes that I didn't understand a lesson in, or there was a test coming up. You can use it for anything, and I think that teaches you responsibility too. It teaches you to really take initiative of your own education and to reach out to your teachers in that block. So it's a nice, it's a unique thing. I understand my old school had think something similar, but it wasn't. This is very, you know, you had the block, you had the teachers who were available in that block, and you could go out and get extra help. You could go out, just talk with your teachers. If you really needed to, you could go get food. You could do anything. It's a nice free time that's spent at school, not in the classroom, which is helpful for education, I think. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot. It's been a great year for me. If I look back, I think I'll definitely remember the teaching support. As you mentioned, you know, calculus, obviously going in for extra help. I received a lot of support from my teacher. That's something that I'll definitely remember. And I think just the general experience it's kind of ironic. I learned more about American high school being in Korea than being in anywhere else. And I think that's something unique to I mean, the varsity season. I've never experienced that before. Varsity sports banquet, varsity jackets, that kind of thing. I think the American experience at an international school in Korea is very memorable. In also, you know, with the teaching support and academics and the social environment that I really enjoyed. I think I was able to fit in well. And I think that has a lot to do with the teaching support and the social atmosphere of being very outgoing and kind. And I think that's something that I'll definitely remember for probably forever. Yeah. I would say I guess, I mean, there's a lot to surprise me. I think Korean culture is completely new to me, so obviously the academic Korean culture was pretty surprising. You know, people are going to Hagwon after school. That I'd read about it, but it's not, you know, it's not real until you experience it. So I think that was probably the biggest surprise, is just the dedication to schoolwork, which is a good thing, I think. But yeah, Germany was different. Other places where I've lived, it was different, and I think that was a surprise.
Like
yeah,
raised your bar?
yeah, it pushed me to be the best student that I could be and perform well. You know, in Germany, I could have been fine with, you know, how I was doing calculus and just, you know, kind of, you know, senior year, I don't have to try hard, but the atmosphere that I was surrounded by pushed me to push myself to be better, and I think I think it was okay. Yeah, it was different, but it was good. Yeah.
What's one of the things you're proudest of?
I would say I'm pretty proud of how I was able to fit in. You know, it's a challenging academic environment. I've heard it's a challenging social environment, but you know, I didn't experience that really. I think that's, you know, I've moved around a lot, and so I'm used to transition, but I think this is a hard place to transition into, and I'm proud of, you know, being able to do that. But of course, that has to do a lot with people I was surrounded with, and my friends, and teachers, and coaches, and counselors, and everybody at the school. Yeah. So
you're an athlete, so you're.
It's good. It's good. You know, I've played soccer for a really long time, and teamwork and competition is a big part of my life. So obviously, competition on the sports field is good. It's high. I've never experienced a rivalry like the one we have with SIS. That was something fun and new for me, and so it's good. You know, you push when you're in competition. You push yourself to be better. Having to make a cut, you know, you push yourself to give everything you got, give everything you have to make the starting lineup. You know, do that, and also in the classroom too. Competition pushes you to be to reach your potential. It doesn't allow for people to kind of just, you know, sit back and relax, and you know, you try to be your best, and I think that's good both on the field and in the classroom.